This is life in the 1900s newspapers. Today, we're in the Swinging Thirties, and swinging they were, and they sure liked to dance. It seemed like everybody was dancing. There was the Black Bottom, the Lindy Hop, swing dancing, and the Jitterbug. Just look at how much fun these people look like they're having. Doesn't it just make you want to get up and join them? No matter how strange it makes you look? Well, the time has come to grab our newspaper and consume it. Wait, I mean read it, not eat it. Today's paper is from the great state of Texas, the Henderson Daily News, dated June 25th, 1935. People in the 30s love to enter contests. Let's start this one with one for Dr. Pepper. 1,000 cash first prize. Get in on the fun. Try it for the mun. The Dr. Pepper flavor is odd, peculiar, yet alluring and delightful. Folks taste and wonder. Then they try to classify and compare. Speculate as you will, the flavor is Dr. Pepper still. But to describe your palate's impression is a challenge. It's not likely that some simple, spontaneous statement will win. No harm in trying, and it costs little or nothing. Why not? Get your Dr. Pepper, frosty cold, slip it slowly, taste it well. Here are the rules. Describe the Dr. Pepper flavor in your own words. Write entries with name and address on card or letter and send it to us, Dr. Pepper Co. As kidnappers came to justice. Final reckoning in the sensational Weyerhaeuser kidnapping was being taken in federal court at Tacoma, Washington, as these pictures were snapped. Mrs. Margaret Wally left, broken-hearted and sobbing, covered her face as she left the courtroom. But her husband, Harmon M. Wally Wright, seemed unmoved, despite the fact that he was given a 45-year sentence and that U.S. Marshal A.J. Chitty's restraining arm is a reminder that he may never be free again. Denver, Colorado. Colorado is making elaborate plans to advertise attractions of the state. State Fish and Game Commissioner R.G. Parvin has been given permission to purchase a talking picture machine. The State Executive Council has, at least tentatively, given its approval to the publication of a state magazine. Publication of the magazine is the most ambitious advertising proposal the state has undertaken. Let's see what's playing at the movies. The censorship has been lifted. Now you can see Paul Mooney at his greatest. The screen's man of might, caught in a web of a woman's weakness. Black Fury. At the Strand, now 3-unit show. First up, Lauretta Cobert in The Gilded Lily with Fred McMurray.
Something she said. She's got me walking on the tip of my toes, and my hat's on the side of my head. All of my troubles are mended. She's my needle and thread. She's got me walking on the tip of my toes, and my hat's on the side of my head. Oh, that wonderful smile. Oh, I felt from the start. You should listen a while to the thumping of my poor old heart. We've got a wonderful future, one that's rosy and red. She's got me walking on the tip of my toes, and my hat's on the side of my head.
The second movie playing at the Strand is Richard Cromwell, Marion Marsh, Henry Armada in Unknown Woman. And the third movie, 4 Laughs, Molasses N January in Is My Face Black? Just taste this Heinz cooked spaghetti. That delicious piquancy is the tomato sauce made from luscious garden fresh tomatoes, simmered down and delicately spiced. That intriguing tang is the savor of the special cheese. What a happy blend of flavors. Heinz cooked spaghetti in tomato sauce with cheese. I wonder how many times a month Americans have spaghetti for their dinner. I would say I probably have it at least 3 or 4 times per month. What about you? Maybe I'll take a poll. Let me know in the comments below.
From sunny Italy, we watched the annual spaghetti eating contest. Now, these are the finals as photographed by our ace cameraman, Otto Focus. You saw his hand there just a second ago. Otto also directed the film, you see. Would you get the waiter out of there? We're trying to see the waiter. Would you mind stepping out? Now, Otto Focus here told us about the keen competition between the contestants. Now, the first prize for the winner is a 400-pound meatball. Otto, sit down. Otto, we've seen your tie, Otto. Move to the side. We're watching these. Now, the winner was later disqualified when it was... Otto, sit down. When it was learned that he had consumed 11 pounds of spaghetti in secret just before the contest. There's the winner.
Here, Italian industry. Many of you, I'm sure, will have seen pictures of the vast spaghetti plantations in the Po Valley. For the Swiss, however, it tends to be more of a family affair. Another reason why this may be a bumper year lies in the virtual disappearance of the spaghetti weevil, the tiny creature whose depredations have caused much concern in the past. After picking, the spaghetti is laid out to dry in the warm alpine sun. Many people are often puzzled by the fact that spaghetti is produced at such uniform length, but this is the result of many years of patient endeavor by plant breeders who've succeeded in producing the perfect spaghetti. And now, the harvest is marked by a traditional meal. Toasts to the new crop are drunk in these poccolinos, and then the waiters enter bearing the ceremonial dish. And it is, of course, spaghetti. Picked earlier in the day, dried in the sun, and so brought fresh from garden to table at the very peak of condition. For those who love this dish, there's nothing like real homegrown spaghetti.